kill that before it kills you, right? It was obvious that my mental afflictions were hurting me. Like everybody has irritations. And then there's this point where, you know, you're getting irritated, getting irritated, getting irritated, getting irritated, and it's like, and then all of a sudden, like something just, boom, and then you're in a full-blown mental affliction attack, right? And then, oh my gosh, now you're not thinking at all. Now you're just la 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 la, and oh my gosh, that's destructive, right? I mean, you've just exploded, and you're like a madman, right? Like you're crazy. It's just blah, extremely destructive, right? I mean, that's how people end up in jail. It's really interesting. If you've met people, I did volunteer work for a halfway house where prisoners were coming out and reintegrating into the world. And it's interesting because you would think, like if you watch the movies, that these criminals are these like super tough, super evil genius, and it wasn't like that. I mean, the people I met were usually pretty mild people who had anger management issues or drug addiction issues, which was another thing. But a lot of them were, anger management, where, that they were going and something pushed them, and then they hurt somebody or wrecked a car or damaged something or, like totally lost it and stole something or whatever it was that they did. They'd had an anger management issue. And they lost control of their mind long enough that somebody had to step in and formally stop them and remove them from society. Most of us don't have problems that are that big, but we have problems that are similar, right? You get irritated, you explode with this mental affliction attack, and it's like, oh boy. And then afterwards, you need to apologize. Oh, that wasn't good. I was crazy. I'd lost it. I'm sorry. I apologize. And then the thing is meditation helps you catch that before it ever happens. And what was really interesting is that if you've been around other people who can meditate, they end up being really kind. And it's because they're all catching themselves. Like if you're around a group of people who, and like if you're not seeing any other people other than meditators, you don't see any anger. You don't see jealousy. And because people are catching it, they're stopping it before it ever starts. When I was in retreat, what would happen is, so I'm sitting there by myself, I'm not seeing anybody. And there's nobody there to disturb you. But then, I mean, you know how it goes. Like, you think of some wrong that was done to you in the past, and then you're going to be, both the, the defendant and the judge, and the jury, and you're having this whole trial in your head. Oh, that person was bad to me, and blah 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 blah, and then. And then you're just angry and thinking, well, what kind of punishment does this person deserve? And you can be angry. And what I noticed was that you can go on for days, right? Like that. Nobody else is there to hurt you. It's just you. And you can see yourself hurt yourself for days, wasting your time on these unpleasant thoughts and just anger. And then at a certain point, you snap out of it. You're like, oh, okay. Wow. And that happened 10 years ago. That person isn't here. I'm going to be done with it. All I've done is ruin my last 3 days getting angry about this stuff. And what happens is as you're meditating, and for me, it was in 3-year retreat that I first noticed it, which was a really, really great environment to be able to see these things, because it's like, it's like a scientific test. It's like, it's like you've eliminated all the variables. It's just me there. You can do it in the outside world also. There's nothing that I did in there that can't be done in the outside world if you take certain steps, which we can talk about. But You catch yourself. And so then you think, okay, well, 3 days wasted, that wasn't fun. I'm not going to do that again. And then you get better, so next time it's maybe one day, and then you catch it again, and then it's like, okay, well, and then it got to the point where it'd be like, as soon as a negative thought happened, you're like, stop that right away. Kill that before it kills you, right? It was obvious that my mental afflictions were hurting me, right? Nobody else was there. Same thing in the outside world. Whatever's irritating you, you've got to catch yourself before you have that mental affliction attack if you want to be happy. And meditation is just an invaluable resource for helping you do that.